Hey Pat, it's Midnight Designer, and we are back playing 7 days today. And in our last episode, we built a box, and here it is. The box remains, but it has a roof. I tried to get kind of creative with it, but you know, it is what it is. We have the added structural integrity that we get from the iron bars, but it's a roof, and it's ours. So in this episode, what we are going to do is start working on some defenses. Obviously, there's going to be more to the base, but this is where we can go and hang our hat on a daily basis. But we need to work on the rings of defense, and I had been kind of looking at what we're actually able to build. Part of our problem is that we have not found the book that will allow us to do concrete work. Let me just make sure I've got stuff to repair with. We haven't found the book that allows us to do the concrete work. So we are limited in what we can use to build the rings of death. So looking at, if you go to the 7 Days to Die wiki page and you look at the building materials section, since what we are going to be building is a series of trenches. Oh, really? Right now? Right. Since what we are going to be building is a series of trenches, I don't even know where that is. Oh, there it is. The value that we are worried about, why don't we ride and talk? The value that we are worried about is what's called the pure durability. The pure durability of a block is the number of times it takes a zombie to hit it in order to get it to fail. Now this is in contrast to, whoa, that's a wall of mountain. Now this is in contrast to the straight durability, which is the number of times you need to hit it with the right tool at the maximum stamina and maximum. Where is it now? It is gone. And there's a dog. So regular durability is the number of times you need to hit it with the perfect tool, and that's helpful to know for in purposes of like destroying the block ourselves, but simply in terms of how the zombies handle it and knock it around. Pure durability is the number we want. So looking at the pure durability values, I had kind of assumed that cobblestone would be the way to go, but it's really not. Cobblestone, where am I going, by the way? Am I even heading back to base? Yeah. Cobblestone, and I'm trying to look at the chart, has a pure durability of 160. And it's still kind of a hassle to make, because you need to make the frames, and then you need to make the cobblestone stones, which require clay and rock. But we get, and that has a pure durability of 160. But metal reinforced wood has a pure durability of 161, but it weighs less. So I had kind of assumed that, you know what, let's leave it over here. I had kind of assumed that cobblestone, because it would break down in layers, would be the best way to go. But I'm thinking now, just the regular wood reinforced up to the metal, basically these blocks, right? That this may be the better way to go. It's just easier to get, now that we've got mines everywhere, or caves rather, everywhere. I think it's just going to be easier to do this. But we'll have to see how it looks. Maybe we'll do a layer or two and we'll kind of think, you know what? It's not really working. It kind of looks real, because I can get how it's going to look real samey. So I can get that. But I did gather, I mean, we're like a day, I spent a day or so just gathering materials. So I have a ton of clay. I like that this pit right here, which is, I kind of wanted to go a little bit away so that, you know, we're not destroying where we're going to hang out. But I dug a couple layers out of this, and obviously I cleared out a bunch of grass around here with the idea that we were going to be doing cobblestone because we would need the grass for the frames. Got some more trees and stuff. But now I'm kind of thinking, having done that, maybe we just go with the metal reinforced wood blocks. Not sure, but we're gonna try it and see how it goes. So the idea is we'll maybe do a porch level that's like 3 layers out, okay? And we would dig this out 1 block down so that it matches, so that it's level with like down here, right? Down there. And then this would be our first trench of 2 blocks and then a wall. Now I think at this point we will have the walls actually come up to this level. Woohoo, look at me. We'll have the walls actually come up to this level simply because it'll be less digging. And we could do that here. What if we did like this? Hang on. Yep, I don't have any. Ironically, for as many trees as I've cut down, I don't have any wood on me. All right, let's just grab the wood, grab the trees. All right. What if we did like something like this? Let's do like a frame. And I don't like to necessarily build frames because they're kind of expensive for what you get. So if we do like this, okay, and dig out 2 in the right spot, obviously. That's kind of the given. So if we put one here, wait, we wouldn't even, no, we'd only have to dig out 1. So if we dig out 1, put you here, and then a ramp. And so the first ring would kind of be like this. Right? So we've got our sort of porchial area here. And then our first double gap of spike logs. And then a wall. And then maybe a sharks with lasers. And another wall. And then here. An outer wall. Now I haven't decided like with excuse me, I haven't decided like with the spike logs how I want to handle gore blocks. I'm kind of thinking that maybe we don't do anything. I know it's crazy, but the water stuff seems to be kind of hit and miss. And so maybe we have the redundancy of multiple, maybe even one more level, multiple layers of rings of spiky goodness. allowing us to just, they fail by design. So, and so maybe that's the outer layer. And then the pizza resistance, although by the time we get out to this layer, it's ridiculously long, is giggity. And maybe what we have is some kind of a, because of what I really want to do, and I want to do it in this build, even though it's going to be maybe tough to do, is some kind of a tree falling defense mechanism. So that, you know, we do the MidnightDesigner tree farm thing where we do the this and then a dirt and then a tree on top, and then a way that we take the block away, the tree falls down. So I haven't really tested how doing the tree building and then taking away the block, which direction the tree falls in. So does it work the same way as if you're chopping down the tree? So if you take the block out here, will it go that way? Or did you just confuse the tree and it'll just fall straight down? Or is there a roaming horde up in your face? I believe the answer is there's a roaming horde up in your face. There they are. All right. So that's kind of the idea. And maybe we won't do the tree thing at all with this base. Maybe what we will do is we will take the tree falling and incorporate it on top of a building over here in the zombie fun park that we're gradually creating. That may be another idea. So that's actually, I think, wise, because the limited number of spaces we would have to grow trees in, that would make this a more palatable approach just as a construction idea, because you know, it's going to take a lot of trees and a lot of everything to completely surround this thing at that level with trees that will collapse. And also another sort of collapsey trap idea that I've kind of had in my brain is, now that we've got the all the falling blocks take damage. Hey, Joe the Pirate. If we did like a ring of just regular blocks, that if we removed a frame, the blocks would just fall down, right? And drop on zombie heads. Not even necessarily needing trees, but just regular blocks. So that may be something that we kind of toy with also. So we'll do some trappy stuff maybe in the next couple of episodes. So I'm going to let these guys pass, and I will be right back. And we're back. The wandering horde has wandered off, and we are diggy ho ho. Now, obviously, I could have, and I think my record establishes would have done successfully. I could have engaged that horde in glorious combat, but I really was not wanting to deal with the gore blocks. Get flat. So I just let them pass. They got to pass. And besides, that kind of brings up another point. I think at the end of the day, the very final level needs to be a relatively thick wall around this place, simply because I do not want to have to go and clean off log spikes every time a wandering horde wanders through, which is what they're gonna do, if you know what I mean. So let's see here. So here is the first level done. And I do have some news. We can talk about news while we're diggy hole. While I was at Scout Camp, the channel hit 3,000 subscribers, which was amazing. That was awesome. Thank you so much. I already said, but I'll say it again. And I don't have any scrap on me. But we just blew through 3,100 a couple days ago. And so the channel growth has been crazy. Already through 3,100. So thank you so much. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome. I am so glad you chose to join and hang out. I thought that I heard something else. And also, I don't know if you are aware of this, but a game called Imperium Galactic Survival has dropped on Steam yesterday, and I know that Endems and Games for Kicks had super early access, and they had been playing, and it looked like a ton of fun. So when the game came out proper on Steam, I was able to pick it up. Whoa, there's some wood for you. Well, we're gonna need it. So actually, my very first episode of that series, which is kind of like, if you know Space Engineers, it's kind of like that. So my very first episode of that will be dropping today at noon Eastern. So look for that in your sub box. Let's see, wood ramp. I think what, like a stack? Probably not 456. Maybe that many. Wait, why did it? Okay, I think this mechanic has changed so much, somewhat, because there's no scenario. Why did it do that? I did not want this many frames. Oh man! All right. Well, we will incorporate them into something, because now we must. So that is going to start today, and I'm still kind of struggling with how to do like the schedule like when to release this different stuff. So, and I know that, and believe this, 7 Days to Die will remain the core of the channel, because that's what most people have come to watch. So there will be a 7 Days to Die video every day, unless of course that, you know, there's some like logistical reason that there isn't. The plan will be that there will be a 7 Days to Die video every day. But I do think it's kind of important that I oh, okay, that I do some other stuff, just if for no other reason, so that I can stay kind of fresh on everything. So especially with, you know, we've been playing 7 Days to Die, for those of you who've been around a long time, for a long time. And so it's kind of, you know, every once in a while you kind of struggle with kind of keeping that material fresh, because you got to come up with new ideas and different ways to look at things and different approaches. So if you built the ultimate base like in Alpha 11 and it was perfect and beautiful and did everything it was supposed to do, a sane normal person would build that same base in Alpha 12. But if you're doing this kind of thing, you really can't be sane and normal. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, since these have the same, Let's do that. I mean, it's gonna look a little funky, but we likes the funk. Okay, let's. Now, at some point, Meat Pole has said that the placing of frames. Oops, dang it. The placing of frames will be kind of an intuitive. It'll kind of try to imagine what you're trying to do. So I don't know how that'll work. But yeah, this will cheat us. This way we're not wasting all these frames. Waste not something something. You know how I like to say it. Let's get around here. So, oh dang it. I probably wanted that first one. So I'm kind of, anyway, back to the channel schedule thing. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how all of these different games, shout out, can kind of play together so as to allow me to remain relatively sane. I don't have to be completely sane, just relatively sane. And to allow us to, you to get the content you are here to see. So, no, will you turn? No, you won't. You went exactly the opposite of how I wanted. Although I will say, in defense of Meat Pole, the placing mechanic it is a lot easier to see what direction these things are facing now than it was in Alpha 11. Okay, so we got to do this. Doesn't make it any easier to work with, but it is easier to see. Okay, that's this block, and then do like this. So if you ever want to know, like, at the moment, what my channel schedule is, if you go to my YouTube page, which you're probably familiar with, just based on the fact that you're here, and go to the About tab, then you will see the current channel schedule there. It'll always be right there. So that will be one way that I tried to do it. I kind of thought about maybe I should have the channel schedule in the description of all my videos, but that putting like information in your description that is not static can really kind of bite you in the butt, I have found. Okay, so we need outers. Wood, outer. No, wait, it's inner. Inner is the one we want. Inner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? Pretty good counting, wasn't it? Like a boss. Okay, so not this way, not this way. This way, right? Yeah. And you? Yep. So the dang it. Are you the first one? Yes, you are. And then turn once, and that should be us done. So if you ever want to know what the channel schedule is at any given moment, then go there, and I will keep that up to date. Also, if you want to know what's going on, you should follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description, because that is static information. The link is in the description. Follow me on Twitter. If there's like a technical issue... Oh, that's right. This is going to be a thing then, isn't it? That'll be fine. But the corners are going to look different. Ah! Maybe we should finagle the frames a different way. Now, is there a side to this? I really don't think there's a side to this that would allow us... Okay, but there's the stuff. What if we did this? Right? And then, okay, what is your... Like that. Ah, dang it. I had it. Like that. Yeah? See? Check it out. Well, oh, and then I shoot it with a nail gun. What? Why did it do that? Oh, so if you place it here, it's going to give you this corrugated metal look. But the underneath is still like that? Ah, I thought I was being so clever. Dang it. So my OCD will be wrecked one way or the other. And this is actually worse because it's like not facing the same way as the other wood frames. Okay. Well, I think we're just going to have to live with the fact that the corners are going to be accent pieces, if you will. And, oh, man. Yeah, my OCD is going to be working hard now. So, at any rate, I think I have discussed everything that I wanted to cover with regard to news and updates and stuff. Thank you so much for all the support. New game getting played in your face, and we're out of wood once again. Fantastic. We're gonna have to get a tree farm online to beat the band, because we are going through trees like, I don't know, somebody who goes through a lot of trees. A really ambitious beaver. I was trying to find... Yeah, that was ambitious beaver. That doesn't even make any sense, and it sounds vaguely inappropriate. All right, well, I'm going to wrap up this ring, and that will be it for this episode. So, to give you a preview of what is to come, today is Thursday, so you can expect to see Empyrean this afternoon at noon. Tomorrow will probably be an Ark Survival Evolved, and then 7 Days to Die. Oh my, it's nighttime. And then 7 Days to Die with the Broken Ankle crew at noon. And then on Saturday, it'll be this series, 7 Days to Die, single player, and then probably Empyrean. I'll be alternating the 7 Days to Die and the Empyrean and the Ark. So there will be a 7 Days to Die and then a non-7 Days to Die daily. So anyway, that's kind of what I figured out in terms of how the schedule is going to work. But go to that About page on my YouTube channel and check out the schedule there. So that is about it. We have a plan. I think in the next episode we are going to head back to the main town, because we're going to do some stuff over there that we discussed vis-a-vis the various defense strategies. So I will need the time to collect resources to do all that. And then we will come back to working on the Trenches of Death. So, you know what? With like the circles around here, we could call this the Lord of the Rings base. And I think that's a thing. All right, we're done. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to start a conversation like, Midnight, drink something. Why don't you start one? Where? In the comment section below. I don't know how long that buff has been going, and I apologize if it has been driving you crazy. So, but please note, I have not taken care of it. So you don't have to worry about it no more. You don't have to delete the comment, but you know, maybe edit it to say GG Midnight. Situational awareness FTW. Thanks for watching and have a great day.